Ukraine war. Kyiv rejects Wagner claim over Bakhmut.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russian mercenaries are in full control of the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut, their chief says, a claim immediately dismissed by Ukrainian officials. Ukraine's deputy defense minister rejected the claim but admitted the situation was critical. Wagner mercenaries have been leading efforts to take the eastern city and previously claimed to have seized it. Bakhmut is of little strategic importance to Russia, which has been trying to capture it for months. The latest Wagner claim came as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky went to Japan to attend a meeting of the leaders of the world's most industrialized countries, the G7. His Western allies pledged more support, including taking a significant step towards providing F-16 fighter jets, and announced more sanctions on Russia. Russian troops invaded Ukraine on the 24th of February last year and controlled parts of its east. Ukraine's hope is that the fight over Bakhmut has blunted Russia's ability to conduct its own offensive operations, and exhausted its army and supplies.
This post received a score of 5,600, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wagner declaring mission accomplished so they can blow out of town and go work for some African warlord.
With Assad getting a seat at the Saudi-managed table, he's going to have to tamp down on Wagner activity to be able to remain sitting at the adult table. No reasonable entity is going to want to ship stuff where Wagner is heavy. In most of the rest of the world, quite a few Wagner staff are already on sanction lists, so travel is difficult. Wagner, outside of the Russian bubble of influence, will never be looked at as an elite force.
Well, Mali are currently bringing in Wagner to deal with their Islamic terrorist problem since Mali decided to kick the French military out, so it looks like Wagner still have a market there.
And they're doing an awful job at it, butchering civilians along the way.
That might be a feature, not a bug for a junta.
Wagner desperately wants to claim its victory. If or when taken, the Russian army will take over. Which Wagner wants be what they know the counter-offensive is on the way. That way they can claim they did their job but the Russian army failed to hold it.
I agree, they just want to get out ASAP. They're handing over Bakhmut on Thursday already. Just wondering what will be Wagner's next assignment.
Greater than just wondering what will be Wagner's next assignment. Bakhmut probably.
They already get their reward money for capturing it once, they don't need to hold it too. I think Prigozhin will take the win and peace out ASAP, fully accepting that the army will shortly lose Bakhmut, and fully prepared not to take the blame for that. There are two highly populated cities just beyond Bakhmut, and Bakhmut is the sacrificial ground that Ukraine's been trying to keep the fighting on. Whoever holds Bakhmut has their work cut out for them.
Well, it seems we've reached another episode of Who's Really in Control? Bakhmut edition. The Russian mercenaries claim they're the new sheriffs in town while Ukrainian officials insist they're simply playing cowboy. With casualty numbers looking more like a telephone book, both sides are undoubtedly feeling the heat. And as Ukraine plays the waiting game, hoping that the Bakhmut battle has taken the steam out of the Russian engine, one has to wonder, is everyone just waiting for the other to blink first?
I read this in the voice of the old-timey narrator at the beginning of every episode of The Legend of Korra.
Looked like sports commentary to me.
Howard Cosell. It took 2 days before Ukraine officially acknowledged they lost Soledar.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.